This is kind of a response video to Firefistdre. The other day he asked me a question, but at the time I couldn't really answer it. But when I thought about it, I finally found the answer. I just want to start off by saying that in these recent chapters, Kakashi basically backed up what I've been saying for the longest time. Sasuke doesn't really have a personal goal. Naruto had one, being Hokage, being acknowledged, and he's been acknowledged, but at the same time he still wants to be Hokage. That's his dream. That's his #1 dream, to be Hokage. Sakura did whatever she wanted to do. I don't know what that is. Being a medical ninja, I guess. But Sasuke was just left out. Now, that's what I'm just. That's just the proof. That's just a fact to back it up. These last 2 chapters, or last chapter, just backed up my point that Sasuke has no personal goal. He's been moving off of just emotions and others has been moving him in directions. He's never had his own personal thought like, oh, I want to do this. No, like everything has just been off of just effect. Everything he's been doing so far has been affected by what other people has been doing to him. It's nothing that he personally wanted. With that being said, Dre said that basically he asked me like if based on what I said about Sasuke, is there anything different about Itachi? I don't know if it's different, but at the same time I want to say that Sasuke had options and Itachi didn't. But with that being said, Itachi was in a circumstance where his family versus the village and his morals. And Shisui. He didn't. You can say that Shisui molded him into I guess I don't know what exactly Dre meant by Shisui, because I said Sasuke has been motivated by others, and you could say that Itachi's been kind of motivated by Shisui. As far as the massacre goes, I guess what Itachi was trying to fulfill is reclaim the Uchiha name and make it cleaner by wiping them out, saving the village itself, and amongst other things. As far as Shisui goes, Shisui probably motivated him into, having his own mind, having his own thought, letting Sasuke know like it's cool, like if you don't agree with us, like I said Sasuke, letting Itachi know that it's cool to go against our clan and stuff like that. They were basically the outcast of their clan. So yeah, in the same sense, you can say that Shisui kind of built up Itachi, but the circumstances were different. And this is the whole Nagato versus Obito thing. The circumstances were completely different and way more real on the Itachi aspect, way more real on the Nagato aspect compared to Obito and Sasuke. That side where Itachi and Nagato was real-ish going on, and this side was just products of that stuff and just a whole bunch of BS. So as far as Itachi goes, Itachi didn't really have a choice. There was just too much of a big situation going on. He had to do what he had to do in order to save the village, and that's what's his biggest point. And this is why later on Sasuke wants to be the Hokage that he wants to be now. It's because Itachi's main focus was on the village. He wanted to save the village, at the same time saving Sasuke. So the circumstance that Itachi was in was completely different than Sasuke's. I think Sasuke had a clear option, but now we know that this is his whole prophecy thing going on, so I'm kind of questioning if he did have an option. But regardless, I think Sasuke could have said, I'm not gonna go after Itachi right now. I'm not gonna let what happened affect me. And I blame the village, I blame Sarutobi for not stepping down and talking to Sasuke. I don't know if anyone even says anything to Sasuke about why his family got slaughtered. I don't think anybody actually talked to him about it. They just let him go like that. Maybe he was too small, too little to realize anything, I guess. Or maybe they thought, he wouldn't remember it. I don't know I don't know why they didn't tell Sasuke or try to make up a lie of what happened. I guess they just let him go. Like, that's kind of a plot hole in itself. But with that being said, Sasuke had options. Itachi didn't. Like, the situation was set in stone. He had an option to either, the only options he really had was to either be on his family side or be on the village side. Those are the only two roads he could have went down. Sasuke, on the other hand, I think Sasuke had many roads to go down, but then again, the whole prophecy thing f's up this whole argument. But with that aside, I think Sasuke had options and Itachi didn't. Itachi was in a circumstance, and Itachi was in war. His family basically wanted war against the village, and the village didn't even like them, and there was just too much stuff going on. As far as Sasuke's character goes, Sasuke never had a personal goal. Itachi was when he, like, I guess since he was born, he was kind of, he was taking care of Sasuke and everything, and Kishi never established a goal for Itachi. I guess that's my point. Kishi never established one because of the situation at hand. So there was no goal established. He just went into the Anbu. He was a warrior for the Uchiha. They were basically about to wage war. So I guess through Itachi's upbringing, he was basically taught to be a soldier. That's why he's so nice now. He's basically taught to be a soldier. He was super smart, super talented. Went to school, went to the Anbu. That's the road that he went down. The village, his clan basically pushed him down that road. He didn't really have an option. That's the road he went down. Sasuke, on the other hand, because of what happened to his clan, Sasuke could have started over. Sasuke could have led a different life. Sasuke, even though he is justified for going after Itachi, but at the same time, I think Sasuke had an option on whether he could have went after Itachi, what he could have did if he wanted to stay with Team 7, got older, stronger, trained with Naruto, etc., etc. And he had those options. Itachi didn't. So I feel as though Sasuke is completely different and is moving off of others' whims, as far as Itachi was in a circumstance. Shisui could have motivated him at the same time, but the circumstance he was in was too great. It was greater than him, and he had to overcome that situation by slaughtering his family, saving the village, and becoming an outcast. As far as Sasuke, I think Sasuke, he could have started over. He could have, I guess, forgave Itachi. After finding out the truth, now he's like, oh, my whole life I've been searching for Itachi, and I've been wrong for what I've been doing. It wasn't Itachi's fault, etc., etc., etc. So his motivations and all that stuff for going after Itachi is kind of justified. I mean, he killed your family, but at the same time, it was a reason why. No one gave Sasuke this information, so Sasuke just went on about it. So I feel as though it's part of the village's fault and plot holes on Kishi's part. So that's my take on Sasuke and Itachi. Leave your comments down below on what you guys think about Sasuke's story and Itachi's story. I think it's more along the lines of Itachi he didn't have that much options to go by. His circumstance, he had to stay within the circumstance. He couldn't leave or move outside of the circumstance. As far as Sasuke, he had options on which way he wanted to go, and he chose to go after Itachi, train with Orochimaru, get the curse mark, and all that stuff. He chose that route, and that's the route he went down. But then again, this whole conversation can be negated by the fact that this is kind of a prophecy thing now. So they're going along the lines of prophecy. But there's others that are saying that, no, Naruto and Sasuke are breaking that prophecy. They've broken the continuous chain. So if you do believe that, then with that being said, Sasuke does and should have had options on which way he wanted to go. But Itachi didn't. And the same thing goes with Nagato and him being born into war and him being born into all those circumstances versus Obito. Now, it's been revealed that Madara's been playing this from the jump start, but Madara basically planted the seed, and Obito's emotions took over, and Obito kept it moving. Madara didn't make Obito assassinate the Uchiha. Madara didn't do the Kaki and all that shit that Obito was doing. That's all Obito. Even though Madara did kind of persuaded or moved him in a certain direction, at the end of the day, Obito's acting upon Obito's own free will. So Obito was doing what he was doing. So, but that's a whole nother conversation. You guys leave your comments down below on this Itachi versus Sasuke topic. On basically, is Itachi like Sasuke in terms of other people motivated him to do what he did, or did Itachi have a free choice and he didn't really have options, but at the same time, this is the choice that he had to do based on the circumstance and his morals and all that stuff. But in terms on Sasuke's side, Sasuke is more on acting on everybody else. He doesn't have any personal goal like has been established in this latest chapter. I just don't like his character in terms of the way it's been written. He doesn't have a goal or nothing. He's just been moving off of what everybody else has been saying and not his own personal views and all that stuff. But Itachi, he's been planning, he's been scheming, he's been doing all this stuff, and it's all like just brilliant on Itachi's part. So please give me your thoughts on this. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below. I'm Edman. I'm out.